Sha'Carri Richardson's relationship with Christian Coleman seems different as little details change after World Championships. Sha'Carri Richardson and Christian Coleman became the most followed track and field couple for some time before things went south. Before all the mishaps, Sha'Carri had added Coleman as the chosen one. "You the chosen, one cross fingers medium skin tone. Thank you for all the things you do for your community. We got you at _Coleman too," she said in a story. But after their relationship went downhill, the spark between these two felt lost and gone. There is light at the end of the tunnel, as things seem to get better between them after the gold medals at the 2025 Tokyo World Athletics Championships. "Okay, Sha'Carri, we liking photos again, rolling on the floor laughing, faced with tears of joy, go Team USA." Read a fan comment under Christian Coleman's latest Instagram post. Coleman had captioned his image, "First place medal," as the 60-meter world record holder was celebrating his 4x100-meter gold, where he first ensured the U.S. team qualified for the race. Later, he gave them a terrific start in the finals with a rapid reaction time. He ran his split in 10.30s, and the USA won with a world-leading time of 37.29s. Now, the question is, has Sha'Carri liked the post? Well, yes, Sha'Carri has liked the picture that Coleman posted, sparking fan interest. Coleman and Sha'Carri also follow each other on Instagram again as something's brewing. On top of that, how can one ignore their heartwarming moments after the relays in the 2025 Tokyo World Athletics Championships? After the men's team, it was time for the U.S. women to set up on the relays. Sha'Carri Richardson ensured that the work put in by Melissa Jefferson Wooden, Tawana Sha'Carri, and Kayla White reached a justifiable end by anchoring the team to victory, 41.75s in 10.08s. After the race, fans caught them hugging each other, and pictures went viral, showing the two smiling at each other. It seems they put everything that happened in the past few months in the bag and enjoyed the gold medals at the Worlds. To put things into perspective, the social media drama goes back a long way between these two to in February 2025. Just before Valentine's Day, Richardson had social media buzzing by unfollowing Coleman on Instagram. She fueled the speculation further by posting stories captioned "Solo" and another referencing Beyoncé's "Me, Myself, and I." However, within a few hours, they were following each other again, and things appear to be back to normal. They went public when Richardson shared Instagram photos with Coleman as they attended Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. However, the ongoing seesaw relationship continues to surprise the track and field fraternity. The Sha'Carri Richardson and Christian Coleman saga. Richardson and Coleman went through a lot in the past few months. On June 10th, Sha'Carri reposted a quote on Instagram that read, "Even when you trust someone, keep some things to yourself." Her caption, "My therapist told me this yesterday." Fans immediately read it as a subtle hint that something might be off between the couple, especially after they unfollowed each other on Instagram around the same time. But just a few days later, Sha'Carri shared a playful Instagram story of a backyard frog encounter with Coleman beside her. Their banter, Coleman refusing to touch the frog while Sha'Carri held it, showed that off camera, their relationship was still full of fun and sentiment. The chain of posts didn't end there. On June 21st, Sha'Carri posted lyrics from Cardi B's "Outside," a song about ending a relationship. "Yes, ma'am." In the following story, she posed in all black with another lyric screenshot. "I've been cuffed up too long. Let me remind, yeah." Fans debated whether these posts hinted at a new chapter for her personal life or were just another round of social media drama, leaving everyone guessing about what was happening behind the scenes. Then on July 5th, Sha'Carri shared a photo from a Prefontaine Classic press conference with a heartfelt caption for Coleman. "Having a partner that not only do what you do but also understands is a feeling that is worth more than gold." The post seemed to shut down the rumors, reaffirming the strength of their bond. Yet shortly after, the widely reported Seattle airport incident happened. The 2025 World Athletics Championships in Tokyo were more than just a stage for gold medals and record-breaking sprints. They became, unexpectedly, a quiet backdrop for an evolving story. One that didn't take place on the track, but in the subtle glances, gestures, and words exchanged between two of America's biggest sprinting stars, Sha'Carri Richardson and Christian Coleman. For years, Richardson and Coleman have circled the same track world, often sharing press conferences, national relay camps, and the spotlight as America's premier sprinters. They both have reputations carved from fire. Sha'Carri, bold and unapologetically herself, with her flair for dramatics and relentless confidence. Coleman, the cool technician, whose sprint mechanics are revered and whose comeback story after suspension made him both controversial and admired. But in Tokyo, something felt different. Observers, fans, and even fellow athletes whispered about the little changes. Their interactions carried an energy that seemed softer, more personal, and more telling than before. It wasn't the usual stiff camaraderie of two elite sprinters sharing the same flag. It was layered, almost intimate, as though a new chapter in their relationship was unfolding quietly between races. The glances that spoke louder than words. In the mixed zone after her 100M triumph, Richardson flashed her signature smile to the cameras. Yet, when Coleman walked by moments later, her expression shifted, not in a way that dulled her brightness, but in one that seemed anchored. Her eyes lingered on him a second too long. Cameras caught it, and social media exploded with speculation. Coleman, usually reserved, didn't ignore her either. He stopped mid-walk to clasp her shoulder and whisper something that sent her into a soft laugh, a laugh entirely different from her usual fiery, crowd-pleasing cackle. This was quieter, more vulnerable. Fans quickly noted, Sha'Carri doesn't laugh like that with just anyone. The internet did its thing. Clips were looped, slowed down, and analyzed like they were fragments of a crime scene. But what was more compelling was the way neither Richardson nor Coleman dismissed the rumors. Instead of deflecting, they let the curiosity linger, almost feeding it with every subtle action that followed in Tokyo. A shift in body language. At the press conference following the U.S. sprint relay victories, Richardson was her usual bold self, talking about legacy, discipline, and shutting up the noise. But what stood out was how she leaned ever so slightly toward Coleman. Whenever he spoke, her body angled to him in a way that felt protective yet connected. Coleman, for his part, didn't interrupt, didn't overshadow, didn't posture. He nodded, listened, and, most shockingly, smiled. For years, his reputation has been built on seriousness, the sprinter with little time for jokes or distractions. Yet here he was, breaking his own mold. The smile wasn't forced. It was genuine, the kind that curves from deep in the chest. Their chemistry wasn't in grand gestures, but in the little things. The way she nudged him when he downplayed his relay performance. The way he instinctively steadied her chair when she shifted too quickly. The way both seemed more relaxed together than apart.